I just do. There. I have this light value selected, and I can hit, you know, parts of my character, right? I can imagine light is coming from this direction, so it's going to be hitting the edges of his body, you know, from that side. This is called rim lighting. So you kind of, you know, highlight some of the shapes that are on this side. So you're just imagining this light behind him. Okay? Let's try the dodge tool. This tool here, with the little hand with the circle, you've got a few options. You've got dodge and burn. Burn makes things darker. Dodge makes things lighter. So let's pick dodge. And let's choose a soft brush. Let's use this soft edge brush. You can look at a brush and know that it's soft. And let me zoom in on him. I don't use the touch very much. It's a little weird for me because I got big hands, so I got to be doing this kind of thing, which I don't want to be doing. But I got the dodge selected, so notice it's changing the value. It's making it lighter. I'm not completely wild about that. I'm going to choose a completely different color. Let me go with a light blue, and let's make that a brush. Yeah, that's all right. You know, if your drawing is good, if you have all your values figured out, you can pretty much do whatever you want, because if the values work, then any color will suffice. So what you want to be thinking about is painting your colors, hard edges and soft edges. You can pull up an image, you know, and have another, like, cut and paste and put another image over here for whatever reference, and then use your eyedropper tool and just grab the colors. Like, let me open one just for example. File, open. Let me just hit open and see what we come up with. Let's use this eye demo. So this is the colors that I have in this image to explain how to draw an eye. Let me go to Window, Arrange, and let's put them up 2 vertical. So that means they're side by side. So if I scoot this over, I don't have any skin on him revealed, but I use the eyedropper tool. Let me grab some skin color, and let me see if I can paint some skin somewhere. Oops. Oh. Alright, I can paint some skin on him, like maybe his ear over here, parts of his face that are revealed, maybe parts of his hand. But I'm just grabbing the colors off of one image and then painting them over here. I can grab some of the blue and, you know, paint. Let's see. Let me go with a brown and paint the gun. I want to make sure this is recording. I hate that sometimes I record, and by the end of doing all this, I have no sound. Okay, so yeah, you guys can hear me. Good. Okay. let's go with a dark gray here. And this is kind of new. You got all the colors that you just recently used in the order. So that's kind of handy. Paint gloves. And notice how I'm painting really fast. I'm not really being super precise about it. Because really all I want to do is get it done. You know, go finish and have a life. You know, go hang out with my wife and my kids. But the idea is that you get 90% of your drawing finished, you know, so that it looks good in value, and then your color just can be this sloppy, but your drawing makes it work. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I just wanted to get you guys sort of started. And what you would do is just bring up a painting that has colors that you really like, put it over here, do your window where you arrange them like side by side, either side by side vertical, side by side on top, and you can grab the colors with your eyedropper tool on your pen down here, right, and copy and paint them over here. Make sure that your drawing layer is set on multiply so that the white becomes transparent and all this color comes through. Because if this is on normal, you're not going to see it. So, you can also play with the different layer modes. So if I'm on color burn, linear burn, darker color, lighten, you get all different kinds of effects. But you see how I've only spent like 7 minutes on this drawing. But the drawing itself, 7 minutes on the painting. The drawing is already kind of done, right? So get your drawing where you're happy with it in black and white, and then set it on multiply or whatever mode you want. Some people use screen, you know, that sets the colors to the black lines instead of to the white of the drawing. But you know, you've got like all kinds of different options available to you. But be sure that you're working on your color layer. In fact, when you're on your drawing layer and you're really happy with it, you may want to hit the lock button so that you don't mess it up accidentally, and then you just work on your colors. And then you save out your JPEG and you're done, right? I mean, just talking about this, I've only spent 8 minutes exactly on drawing this, or coloring this drawing. And I just did it sloppy, because you can always go back in and clean things up, right? You can hit your Alt button, you know, the one on the back, grab a color, and, you know, paint out your mistakes and just clean up. You can hide this thing so it's gone. But that arrow was just there to you know, let me know what colors I need. Let me see. I don't know what else I can say that will help you. You may want to, you know, just color in your characters, you know, and make a shape, and then do your background separately, and then layer those together. I don't know if that makes sense. But in terms of just painting the colors of your character, just go fast. Get your drawing done where you really like it, and then color just really quick underneath. The thing is, to becoming really efficient at producing a lot of characters and value, is to separate the steps. So you've got one step, which is line. Obviously, this one is a drawing, but you've got line, which you may think of as outlines, right? That's one stage. The stage that this is in is value, because I've got grays in between the white and black lines, right? So this is value, And your third step is color. So you got line, value, and color. Right now this is in 2 stages. We've got stage value and stage color. Okay? And if you can think of those things separately, you'll get done way, way quicker. Right? It is hard to do a painting, like just a straight up painting, just all color, all line, all value, all at once. So it's much easier to tackle step by step by step. Line, value, color. 1, 2, 3. Got it? Okay. I think this one is giving you enough information where you can and finish it up. Oh, by the way, you might have your line drawing being a little bit dark. What you can do is make one more layer, and I'm just going to call this lights. And we can zoom in and spray lightly. I'm going to switch brushes to like this kind of soft airbrushy color. And I'm going to give him some lighter value. Let's go with a yellow. That's kind of ugly. But, you know, stormtroopers don't necessarily need to be really beautiful. But, you know, you can see the colors. I'm painting the lights, the light areas in right now. And it's also covering up some of the black lines that are on here. You know, because I'm thinking about what light, like I'm really exaggerating. I'm imagining sunlight hitting, you know, the top of this guy. And since it's on its own layer, you can change it, right? Like say that yellow's too yellow, and let's say maybe it's more sunset. I can change the saturation by going to image, adjust, hue and image, adjust, hue and saturation. If it's too yellow, I can suck some of the yellow out of it. If I want it lighter, I can crank that up. If I want to change the color, I can slide this. But it's all on its different layer. Like for example, if sunset, maybe I want it to be more orange or something. There we go. More orange. So I'm cranking it up there. But sliding this around, you know, you can get a whole bunch of different looks and feels. If I go back to the layer, it's all here. And if I turn it off, it's gone. But I'm thinking about all of the different things. Like I could do lights on one layer. I can do shadows in another layer. But you just have the middle layer set up. But again, this is all there is. But see how much the drawing adds to the image. But that's all the work I did. Now we're at 14 minutes. So if you put in your mileage and get a really good drawing going, you don't have to do so much work in color. I mean, it's sloppy, but you can clean this up and get really, really super tight with it. Okay? I just wanted you to get the understanding and the idea. All right, guys. Thanks.